What's going on, folks? This is Dmitry back again, and we will analyze a person and his money movements who lives in Rockville, Maryland. So it's actually pretty close to me. So let's see what's going on in his financial life and how he manages money and what we can learn for us so that we can implement into our lives those principles and see what we can do. So, yeah, let's get started.
I always thought that there was this separation between the rich or people who are just well off versus us, our family. It was just difficult seeing that we wouldn't be able to pay the bills sometimes, or if we wanted to eat somewhere, my mom would have to cut back. There were many nights where I felt so frustrated in wanting to help them out, but I couldn't. That's when I wanted to make that change and really just dedicate a part of my life to being able to help them out as well. My name is Brian Jung. I'm 25 years old. I make about $3.7 million a year, and I live in Rockville, Maryland. My parents moved here from South Korea and immigrated here during the 1990s. One of the things that I grew up seeing as a kid was really just how hard my parents worked. My mom initially worked in a hair salon. Now she actually has a job at the post office. My father, when he first immigrated to the US, he actually had a job in the flooring space. So he worked on installing hardwood floors throughout a majority of his life. There were countless moments where I would choose to, instead of going to a rugby game, sometimes opt to even go help him with work. Back when I was playing rugby, there was a point where I dislocated my shoulder so many times that I needed surgery. My mom was not in a position where she could afford that surgery. She actually took out such a long-term loan where she ended up having to pay small amounts of it for a very long time in order to pay that back. It was times like that where I saw my parents and their love for me as their son really shining through, and I always made a commitment to myself since the beginning. No matter what happens, I'll always be making sure that my parents could get taken care of. I would be nowhere without my family, and regardless of how hard it was in the beginning, a lot of what I've done is because of them. There was a pivotal moment in my life where I had to tell my parents, hey guys, I know you worked really hard and I know like how scary this is gonna be, but I'm not gonna finish school. I'm going to pursue business. They were a little taken back. Many business owners that they know do not do well. I spend about $2,500 a month on groceries, restaurants, and just overall eating. I do like to eat out quite a bit. I told myself as soon as I was able to create a little bit of money for myself, food is...
Wow, sorry to interrupt, guys, but this is... Yo, my man, seriously, my man. So that's amazing. Yo, I love this. So he's doing investments. I love this, man. So this is great. So investments, $50,000. So this is just, ooh, this is so good. This is so good. Housing. So I'm not sure if he pays for that. Actually, let me turn this off. Okay. So, and that one, no, dismiss. So budget and housing. Wow, housing is pretty expensive. Rent for 3-bedroom apartment. Actually, in Rockville, I can see that. I can see that. Depends on which apartment. So if he uses the one that in center there, so yep. I can see that. Discretionary. Shopping, gifts, donations, laundry. So, okay. Shopping, gifts, donations, laundry. That's actually, well, yeah, there's a lot of that. So they're gift donations. So, food, $2,000. Yo, bruh, this is not, yeah, this is quite an amount. $2,000, man. 2,500 actually, yeah. So it's yeah, dude, that's quite an amount, man. I mean, seriously. And supporting parents, okay, I can see that. Just well, I don't think they eat that much food, but I'm not sure. But subscriptions, of course, Disney gym, indoor rock climbing. Oh wow, annual credit card fees. Yo. He's in. So he's doing. Okay, so he's using credit card debts for some things. Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, renters insurance. Well, he's renting. So here's another thing. So he's renting an apartment. That is I'm not sure. So yeah, there could be better things to do. So for example, like rental part, like it's good. There's no hustle. There's like no, you don't need to do anything. It's just you rent it out and pretty much the landlord is taking care of everything. Well, supposed to anyway. So gas, I can see that. So if he doesn't travel a lot, so that's like $100 per. Yeah, I mean that's not much. That's not much at all. So because see, for example, he doesn't travel that much. I think he doesn't travel that much with the gas price like this. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean around the place, so it's pretty good. But yeah, so couple things here obviously. So subscriptions can be way less than this. I would say like credit card debt, just get rid of those. Disney Plus, gym, entertainment, this is fine. Indoor rock climbing, I guess it's separate from gym and he likes it, so well, also entertainment, but the credit card fees is definitely can be reduced and minimized a lot. So another thing that can be bettered is the rental itself. Because see, for example, renting part is that it's good, it's less hassle, but purchasing a house would be better because there's a lot of good things that you can minimize that. So you definitely making in the principal payments and things like that. So so you can bringing another cushion for money there. But see, like I'm not proponent of like if a rent is a good option, rent is a good option, but owning a house is much better because you're not only like obviously having your own place, but you're also accumulating the principal, so there as you pay the mortgage or whatever, to get that one, so you're accumulating money, so the half of the payment that you make in the mortgage is actually better. So it's not 50%, but like overall total principal there is the one that can be considered as a sort of savings, because you can do HELOC and all that good stuff. So, and there's a lot of that. So in financial world, so especially like real estate, it's a lot of good tools there, which I'm also utilizing right now, that can definitely boost economic conditions or like financial situation. So nonetheless, so this can be reduced, I would say. Supporting parents, no question there. Food, I'm not sure about the food. Food is a little bit $2,500 for Rockville. It's, I mean, unless he eats a lot outside. So that can accumulate in that. But in general, like if there's a Costco like right down the street, man. I mean, like not down the street, but like 10 minutes, 15 minutes down the street. So I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that the price range if you like purchase and cook at home and stuff like that. So I really don't. I mean, so given his amount of money that he makes, so it's like, I don't really have questions there. But he's kind of out there, so he's great, he's doing good. So but overall I don't see that price tag there. So given that, so he's doing like $62,000 a month, right? So let's see, $62,000 a month, and we'll multiply that by 12, right? So multiply by 12. What? So he spends, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, $50,000 in there is just investment. So we can reconsider that as just $50,000 a month. This is great. So this is very much good, because 62, we just divide that. So he basically, the actual expenses is $12,000 a month, and then if we multiply by 12, we get like $144,000 per year he spends, and then he makes $3 million. He's good. He's very much good. So yeah, he's very much good. So yeah, he's very much good. Yeah, very much good. So, but nonetheless, yeah, so I would say there are a couple things that can be done better, but overall I think he's very much okay. So the ratio is like he lives on like 25, so rent to, so he's very much underneath his means that he lives. So one of our first thing, I was doing just calculations there, and I came to a conclusion in the calculations that he lives on very much way less than he spends on the budget. So basically he lives underneath like 50% of his total paycheck, right? And then, well, yeah, so he lives in a total like 25%, basically. Well, I guess it's 25%, so it's sort of there. So, and then it's not like way 50, so which is good. So, and it's one thing that we learned like just about now, and then we learn a lot in a few other videos, that as people get, even though this is a big number here, overall total, as he does $3.7 million a year, and this is a monthly figure. So we remove this. So investments is pretty much, he can cash it out really anytime he wants to, really. It's not that he's, it's limited. It's, well, depends on the investment that he does. But overall, crypto, if he does crypto and regular stocks, it's pretty much okay. Like you can take it out, whatever you like. You can lose it, do loss on some of them. But overall, he's pretty much okay. So he's living underneath his budget, way underneath. Well, not that budget, but underneath the time of filming. So this is another thing. So that he probably makes a little bit more than that right now. So therefore, as we consider the totality of his income, and then what he actually spends right here on the left side, it's like it accumulates to like around $12,000, sort of there. 6, 4, yeah, so it's around $2,000 to $12,000, something like that. And then overall total, it would be like $144,000 a year. It's rough figures, but overall, and he makes $3.7 million a year. So considering 3.7 million, and he actually spends 144, it's way below the his actual. So his pay, what I'm basically getting into, his paycheck is not stretched, like he gives everything and he uses everything. Yeah, so that's my point. So, and he will pay tiny amount on the things that he actually uses. So one of the good things, right? Kudos to you, Brian. So let's continue.
So I currently live by myself, and then for 2 of the other bedrooms, I've turned one into my office studio, and the other one is just a general office where I like to do work, and then 3rd bedroom is my own bedroom.
Really quick. So as you guys could see, I love this. And we just talked about it. We just recalled it. I was seriously watching this video for the first time. So I love that he's moving towards that direction. This is good, because as we we just talked about it, it's one of those reasons that he is one of those reasons is accumulation of wealth there. And then, so actually I think I know this place. Yeah. Anyway, so he's putting 145 down, and then obviously 1.8 million. So this is good. Yeah, this is good. He's basically purchasing as a private property, like personal property there. And yeah, that's pretty much good. So it's pretty much good. So it's like 18000 actually 10, and then we divide it by what, 145. Yeah, so he putting it 12% down. Yeah, somewhere around that. So which means that's gonna cost him 12% down. So it's gonna be his personal property. So because it's not gonna be investment property, obviously he's gonna be living there. And yeah, this is good. So he's gonna take a mortgage, obviously. So, and move in 2023. Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty much good. Yeah, I see that. And basically it's a new build. So yeah, I mean, brother's doing good. Brother's doing very much good. So yeah, let's continue. So this is just one quick note there. All right.
I loved cars. I loved watching it. I loved playing video games and really just getting into the car world. Now that I've finally been able to make some money, I've been buying the cars that I've wanted and also treating it as an investment as well. I have a 2019 Toyota Tacoma. This is something that I actually gave to my parents for them to use full time. I also have an Audi RS7 2021. I put in a lot of upgrades into this vehicle, and it was actually one of my dream cars that I've wanted my entire life. And the third vehicle that I recently picked up is a 2021 Lamborghini Huracan. I really like being able to provide my parents some gifts. So recently I purchased my dad an Omega Seamaster. I also bought my mom a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. And then I also gave them both $30,000 in checks throughout the holiday season.
Thank you, my son.
YouTube was never something I thought could be sustainable. There were multiple times where I wanted to quit YouTube and I thought I'd be finished.
I hope you guys have all been doing well. In this episode, we're gonna be doing a little market update.
I initially started off by making videos on credit cards. As soon as I was able to get some views with the credit card content, that rolled into me getting an audience. Then I had my first 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a monumental moment. I think even getting my first 10,000 subscribers was crazier than me getting my million subscribers, just because at that time, I never had any plans of being a YouTuber. So shortly after that, we started to do stimulus check content during the peak of this pandemic.
Anything with regard to the stimulus check.
And my channel was actually able to get number 13 trending on the YouTube trending page. And ultimately that led to me being in a position where I started to stream the AMC and GameStop live streams. It was just a fantastic time because that is when I started to really experience growth. When my channel started to pick up, that is similarly when crypto started to have its bull run. Bitcoin was nearing its all-time high and actually had some crypto videos that also went viral. Someone's bank account that had $100,000 in it, and I taped it right here. My goal, which was like in 2020, I wanted $100,000 in my bank account. When it comes to travel, food, and entertainment, I really don't spend too much money on them. A lot of it ends up getting classified as business expenses because most of my travel is usually for conferences or meeting up with other creators to do collaborations. So in terms of my investments, I actually have an array of angel investments. Up to date, I believe about 15 to 20 angel investments I've made within the last year. I'm also a co-owner in a restaurant for one of the first Japanese barbecue spots in the state of Maryland. And the reason for this investment is because I was initially a huge fan of the food and I've always wanted to diversify my investment portfolio. Some of my goals moving forward is to just continue creating financial stability. I also really want to bring up the greater DMV area within Maryland. I want to bring up my community because there are tremendously amazing people around here. So I want to keep building. I want to have an entire company where I can continue feeding other people, supporting others, allowing them to do something that they want to passionately do. And I just want to create a future generation for my family family where no one has to worry about money again.
It's amazing. He always loved the family, always thinking about the parents. So I'm really proud of him.
It was very challenging for me at times. It was really difficult. I went through some extremely dark moments in my life. So I never really thought that I could achieve any of this. I think for anyone who's watching this and you may be feeling like you're in a rut, you don't know what you want to do with your life, I'm telling you, you can achieve anything as long as you put your head to it.
Wow. Dude, this is awesome, man. Kudos to you, Brian, my man. So I actually love this, and that restaurant is pretty cool. That restaurant is pretty chill. Love this place. That place right there. It's pretty good. But yeah, anyway, so let's see what's going on. We did the house, another investment. He does the car, so big shout out, big kudos for that one, because see, a lot of people also considering that, sometimes, just going to the extreme, and instead of considering like, hey, what if I do that as well as an investment? What if I do this and as an investment? So basically he gets into approach of how am I gonna generate money from the thing that I love? And that's awesome. Like, that's awesome. Look at this. So he loves the cars and he loves it. Yeah, man, perfect. So he puts another $100,000. Well, he still owns, but still the consideration, the part that I hope I'm not sure about the numbers, but he makes money out of it, and this is awesome. Treating your parents is great. Love this. Supporting, making money on YouTube. Basically, his main is the YouTube thing going on. So love that going on. Doing the angel investments for that specific restaurant there. Yeah, it's a lot of stocks, a lot of YouTube here. Kudos to YouTube. So yeah, so great there. So this is his main source of income, I believe. Annualized return 10%. Wow, this is good. So he does angel investments, like I said, and a good restaurant. I love it. It's pretty chill. Yeah, I actually went there a couple of times. Awesome place. What else? I'm not sure about this backups and stuff like this, because he's basically gonna continue and just that. So big shout out, man. If I meet you, would be awesome and honor. But hey, good kudos to you, my man. This is great. Love your story, and this is amazing. So let's wrap it up and see what we learn. All right, folks. So we have learned a lot from that gentleman Brian here. So good story, amazing story, a lot of good stuff. So he didn't spend so much time on figuring out what he wants to do, but well, he did a little bit, but overall he did a college and then he jumped into the entrepreneurship, so which is very, very much unorthodox, I would say, because not a lot of people going for it, and then that's commendable. Yeah, so we'll see. So it worked it out. So he pushed through, he intervened, so, and that's good. It's amazing. I love this. So he jumped his YouTube channel to the place where it's amazing. So he's doing good. He's doing a lot of good financial and good decisions there. So what we've learned, he has a budget. His budget is tremendously going towards investment. So like, I would say seriously, he's even the ratio of his investments versus within the budget, investments versus actual money going out is way less money going out than he's actually making money. So I'm not sure how many investments in the dividend stocks, but hey, if he's investing like 50 grand, he's doing good. He's doing all right. He's doing way all right. So YouTube is obviously another, I think it's a primary source of income for him, but being an angel investor and being other, doing a lot of other investments in terms of like cars and restaurant, it's good. and he's also jumping into the real estate, so which is great. So that's gonna be another good makeup for him in his financial picture. So what have we learned? Good budget, good budgeting, living way below means, way below his means. Like I'm meaning that he can support himself and live good, but his budget reflects that otherwise, it's very much numbers, very much in favor of him. So, and what else? And pretty much joining the venture, he's diversifying, so which is another good thing. So he's not putting all the eggs in one basket. So a lot of good things going on, like YouTube, investments, other asset investments such as cars and things like that, and real estate. That's he jumping into. So very much big kudos to you, Brian. Love the story. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. So overall, the big underneath and underlying topic of this is, how can you, what tools can you see? And he's doing a lot of it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be returning next Monday. So see you guys next time. Bye bye. Like and subscribe. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you soon.